Hello, everybody. It's me, Michelle. I just got done with Carl's live stream. I was on the panel. It was really awesome. So check out Carl's opinion. I wanted to make this video because sometimes I like making these videos. I am headed to DC to hopefully be able, even if it's just 5 minutes, to get my message across. I know I've changed plans and said that earlier I would like to meet with, the spiritual advisor and other people. And I had all these great plans that I wanted to do. And that's all they were. They were ideas and plans and stuff like that. Well, things changed a little bit. Not a lot of people realize how hard it is to be able to do this whole YouTube stuff. It's not easy because when you have a family, they come first, of course. At most, they come first. And then when you start getting more subscribers and more subscribers, you'll get people, trolls, people from the left, some people from the right, who start pointing out flaws and this or that, or because I didn't word something right, or because I didn't make my abortion story match up when I was sharing it on a different live stream. And you know what? Like I said to God when I was speaking to him last night, he knows what I went through. He knows that I've repented. He knows what's inside my heart. These people who basically tried to take me down, take my YouTube channel down, but I didn't give up. I did not let them win. That I fought through it, and God and the prayers and all the support, all the love, and a lot of you guys were with and went through that with me when I was going through some of that hatred. And I just making this video because I wanted to thank everybody who stuck around and helped me go through it. Multiple times in our life, when we go through trials and tribulations, God wants us to go through it with dignity, strength, and love, and forgiveness. And I did all of that. When I sat down by the lake, when I was camping, at the campground that, by the way, we no longer will be attending, because I've told you before my complaints about that place. Anyway, I sat down all night and I was just thinking, I was reflecting on the whole YouTube channel since I've started it, things that have happened, things that have been said on other channels against other conservatives, things that our president has been under attack. I was just thinking all about a lot. And God was speaking to me as I ended my prayer to him. And God spoke to me and he said those are the very important things that he wanted me to live by. And this video is to encourage everybody out there who has a YouTube channel and has received judgment, hatred, people bullying you, people attacking your beliefs, your support for the president, your stance for pro-life. You gotta ignore it and just go through it. And pray for everyone that has like I just said, bullied you, shamed you, or judged you. Let God worry about them, and you continue to just do what you're doing. And this goes out to every content conservative maker out there. Never let the bully win. Never let these anti-Trump haters win, because some of them are getting paid to create negativity, division. That's exactly what the left wants, is division. They want to divide us. They want to divide the good with the good and divide it. We know, if we're going to get into biblical prophecy, what days we're in. I can't say that enough. And God doesn't want us to be dividing. He wants us to be standing together and united. And that is so important to me. And I will not lie. I've gotten to know really awesome channels. I have gotten to chat in the live chat rooms with many, many great people. Some people that have actually even supported my channel and some new channels, and we're all together as one big family, and I truly appreciate that, and I love that. But I'm not gonna lie, recently on some channels I haven't been able to participate because I've been blocked, and that's fine. Sometimes it's by mistake, because like I said, sometimes my fat thumbs do it too. When I'm responding in my live stream and I'm responding to somebody's questions, I've accidentally done that. But immediately I fix it and I correct it. I just want everyone to know that I am fine, I'm doing fine, and I'm going to keep moving forward. That I'm not going to let that even reflect me. I'm not going to allow that to push me backwards. I'm going to just keep moving forward. And for that, I'm still giving thumbs up. I still support some of these great channels out there. Even though I can't participate in the chat, which is fine, because as long as I'm listening in and supporting and cheering up the streams, then I'm doing my job. And I encourage everyone else too, because not a lot of people can all chat in some of the channels for whatever reason. And that's fine too. But I'm not going to allow that to even stop me. You know, I admit back in the day, I used to let people intimidate me. But I'm not going to allow that anymore. I'm just going to keep focusing. And sometimes when I'm making these videos, it's responding to some emails. I got another email today. Again, I got a lot of people who watch my videos and my streams. And if I share other streams on the American Patriot channel on Facebook, or I Am Pro-Life Ask Me Why Facebook page, or just generally on Twitter or whatever. And I have people coming in just from that, and they just watch. A lot of people are not subscribed to YouTube, so they're unable to chat or leave comments. And I get a lot of email and a lot of responses. And I just want to make it very, very, very clear that I love everybody. I totally understand it, because even my husband watches YouTube videos and doesn't chat or comment on some of the videos, unless it's something, you know, really intriguing and stuff like that, like lately of other Israel news and stuff that's come about and stuff like that. Really gradually he'll drop a line or two. But I totally get it. A lot of people don't even like social media, especially today we're in. But as I keep saying, and I promised a couple people, like Frank the other night, I've gone nowhere. That one question was brought, and this was not going to mention names, by a lovely woman, and I love her dearly. And she even said, do not let anybody intimidate you. That to just keep doing what I'm doing and keep focused and be around the people that welcome you. Be around the people that are loving each other. Be around the people that love God than more themselves. Be with the people that actually love our president and love our country. And that's exactly right. That's what we all need to be united in. You know, when we're in each other's chats rooms, let's respect one another and be kind. Let's not tear anybody down or somebody else, or making it look like you are. Let's not do that. I mean, we are grown adults. We are mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, uncles and aunts. We're supposed to be setting an example. And I've made my mistakes. Let me tell you, I've learned and grown on YouTube what to do, what not to do, especially what to do offline. Like, I literally don't talk as much on the phone with a lot of people. I've learned my lesson on that. And I've apologized too to those who I've done wrong. My whole life I've apologized, and I'm sure you have too, because Jesus says to. And this is like a motivation video, and this is a motivation video to explain to these people who deliberately, and it's lately just one, maybe two or three at most. It's just like, I don't know if they realize how obvious they're making it. I've never had any problems before with that until just recently when some stuff was going on, and and like I said, none of that is going to tear me down. And I want this message to go out to other people who are on YouTube who are going through the same thing. I'm sure you all know Mo, a really, really great guy. He says it like it is. He reminds me of the R-rated conservative. If you don't mind some swear words and him saying like it is, please hit those two channels up and subscribe. But like he said, he's had videos of people making fun of him. But it's like I told Mo, but this one was a little bit different. This was a personal, blatant attack. And like I've said from the beginning of this video until now, I am 100% pro-life. I will be getting more involved as a pro-life advocate, even in my own community. On the March for Life of New York, the president and CEO, Pastor Joni, asked me, would I like to be kind of like a captain in my community? And I told her absolutely. I even told her when I was in Albany that I would look forward to doing that. And like I've said on my videos, how I was planning on doing that, I didn't lie. And I will be doing that. It's pretty sad when you get questions of everything that you basically have made tons of videos and fought for, like these unborn children, and then to be called and said, you're not pro-life, or what has she ever done for the pro-life organization? Well, I'll tell you what I've done for the pro-life organization or the movement. I fight very, very hard by spreading awareness, by telling these women who could possibly be watching my videos in the background how important it is to listen and to know how serious and dangerous abortions are. Between the first trimester to the last trimester, to the chemical-induced abortions, to the pill abortions, to the suction one, or where they tear limb by limb. And sometimes I have to share those videos. Sometimes I have to share burden stories about abortion clinics getting 3 or 4 ambulance calls a month, or even just a week alone. I don't understand sometimes why people who can say they're supporters of abortions but not understand what they're supporting. And that's also why I've made my YouTube channel. I am involved. I'm going to be more involved. I never once ever stood against that. I've always said it, and I've always will say it. As long as God gives me on this earth, I'm going to keep fighting for the newborn babies. I'm going to keep fighting for the young teen mothers who are pregnant and alone and scared. Do you realize every 35 seconds, Monday through Saturday, an abortion clinic sometimes are open to 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday? Do you realize every 35 seconds a baby is murdered? I know that because of all the information that I read on a daily basis. Sometimes it's urgent breaking news that day, or sometimes I'll dig a story that's from 3-4 months ago. I feel that is so very important to get this message across. There's not a lot of YouTube channels out there, or even Facebook or Twitter videos going out there of someone doing what I'm doing. So yes, sitting behind the computer screen, telling these stories, and sometimes it burdens my heart, it's important. And what I'm doing is important. And as long as I know that God knows that I'm doing His will, I'm going to keep doing it, no matter what. I was even requested to take my YouTube channel down. Well, to that person, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to continue fighting. The whole radio show was last night, and I was really praying that after last night that I would be left alone. And I pray that they'll find something else to do, or find someone else to attack and pick on. And literally, it was a little easy for me, because sometimes it is an easy target. Like my husband said, I'm an easy target. Because sometimes I let them, literally. I mean, ask my husband. I was literally very upset. To the point where I really, at one point, was thinking about quitting. But then God spoke to me and said, no, you got to go through it. And I went through it on my own time, and look at now. Look at now. I have a very important message to be sharing in my own community. And I want to be able to pull together some other ladies in this community, and maybe set up a night to watch the movie Unplanned. I know some people who are volunteer firemen, so maybe we could think about getting the local hall and show the movie there. So I'm really looking forward to working with March for Life of New York. I really want to say it's working because it's volunteering, because that's what it is. It's volunteering, so correct me on that. And like I've said also, with the donations that come in, I use them so I can go to places like the March of Life of New York in Albany, and already prepaid for January 24th, March for Life of DC. And that's January 24th in DC. And without the donations, I couldn't make that possible. There was even stuff out there being said about that. And I can't make it any more clear than this, than that my husband is the only income. So I am grateful when people, even if it's just $1, it helps me a lot. And yes, my husband doesn't touch the donations. So when I said in a video or a phone call that I got secretly recorded, and said that my husband said that was my donations to use to go to Albany, that's what I meant. But it got twisted around, just like how they do to our president. You know how haters hate President Trump, and they'll take a 30-second clip of something that he said and twist it around. A lot of misconfusion, a lot of stuff misunderstood about a lot of phone calls. And it's like, if anybody wants to know anything, they could have just, and still can, talk to me directly. I want to thank again everybody who's watched this video, because I'm not going to be making a lot of these videos. But this is a video just to plead and ask these people, or this one person, and it's always, and lately it's just one, sometimes it's more, but especially on that video that I made about the CNN thing. And then I'm seeing it on other channels of people who have gone through this with me, and who's been there from the beginning, and people who've gone through all that stuff that was going on, and you know, with my channel, and then when people would pop in the chat and stuff like that, and my mods had to block people, you know, now those creators are getting attacked by, and I just asking, if it is, just kindly just find something else to do. We have no time for this, and these other channels don't either. We just want love. And I know all the people that I'm subscribed to, all the people that are subscribed to my channel, we're all subscribed to each other, all are in the same mission. And this is to the leftist trolls who hate us. You know, I don't understand it. I really don't. And if you disagree with everybody on channels, and when you all do hit thumbs down, and this goes out to everybody across America who watches YouTube videos, at least explain why you disagree. I mean, I can definitely have a civil conversation. Some people would say, well, how do you know for sure? Because it's just, you have intuition, and sometimes you listen to that intuition, you know? It's not like I was born yesterday. You know, and especially the radio show yesterday. I was really, really hoping. I even unblocked a couple of people because, again, God says to forgive. And I was hoping that finally everyone could just be on the right path. And I was hoping even the pro-choice trolls who've attacked me, threatened my family, yes, I call it pro-choice trolls, would join the chat last night. Because if you listen into the radio show, it was so very important and key in explaining what my YouTube channel is for and why I do it. I'm not a person who throws stones and casts these young girls and women who are facing a difficult time. But I want to make it clear that it's a message that I'm sending out to them. I'm not hating on them, and I'm not judging them. So for everybody who might want to think that, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what my channel's about. I know I've made rant videos at specific people to get them to leave me alone. And then eventually I deleted them because I wanted the message to get out there. I wasn't going to leave them out there forever. And I apologize because that's exactly what haters want. They want a reaction. Or people who disagree with you, or people who, you get it, YouTube creators, you understand it. You know, and sometimes we have to stand up for each other. Yes, that's okay, and God says that's okay to do it, but do it in a way civilly. Like this video, I'm doing it civilly, you know? I'm not here to cause division. I'm not here to cause hate. I'm just asking kindly for a certain group of people just to leave me alone. Like, seriously, like, I don't know if these emails that I'm getting with these threats are tying in it to the same people, but when I just got an email the other day saying that they were going to cut my kids' toes off and feed them to so-and-so, I can't say the rest. Like, really? I delete them, but it's like, I delete the emails, of course. I don't respond because you can't respond to any of it in case you have to go to the police. They say not to respond. So that's a big key too. If you guys ever get threats, don't respond. I even had emails threatening me that they were saying that my husband and I were committing fraud and that they were going to turn us in, and how they had lawyers and they were going to do this and do that. It was like, really? I've seen other YouTube channels where they actually go live and share messages that, because they have thousands of subscribers, so thousands of people are commenting on their videos, and they actually just, for a whole hour, they'll read hate comments and hate mail. I'm like, I'm pretty amazed to see the responses that some of these channels get, some of these comments. It's like, I thought it was bad for me, but just see it if you have more subscribers. I guess it just gets worse. And I knew this was about to things like this happen, and I've expected it. You know, just ask Mo. He can tell you. He can tell you. He's been through it. And to see what the power of forgiveness is, see that me and Mo had a little taft after a little bit, and it was over stupidness and over one person, and I couldn't believe I allowed one person to divide us when we had a good friendship. But see the power of forgiveness, people. And this is just an example, and I'm going to be ending this soon. The power of forgiveness is amazing. Me and Mo forgave each other. And that's what God says to do. And that's what I'm doing. I've been nothing but moving on. But, you know, it's like lately, it's like I have to unblock because I'm hoping one day that these people will come on and also apologize. And not just to me, but to the subscribers and other chat rooms too, to the hosts there too, because no one should go on a person's channel and attack another person. No one should attack their family or their loved ones, their person's loved ones. It's just that just shows how low that person is. And no one should be able to go through it. No host deserves that. And I've had to, even the Conservative Patriot, you know, he gets it. And that's another great channel. And he understands it because it actually happened on his panel. And even to this day, I felt so bad. But he understood it because he saw through it. He's been through it. He understands it. He does have another YouTube channel with more subscribers, so I'm sure he gets it all the time. But on a live panel, what happened, you know, it's got him upset where he doesn't even know if he wants to do a panel again because of what happened. And it's like, that's why I'm making this message, because I don't want other channels to go through the same thing. You know, you'll see some comments in your chat room once in a while that you're not going to like. Or you have people who personally go on someone's channel to attack that person that's on the panel. All the mods have to do is just remove that person. You know? Maybe I shouldn't have responded so hard back, and I apologized. But he understood it. He got it. It's like after a while, if you keep poking the bear is going to defend itself. And that's exactly what happened. And, you know, I'm tired of it. I really am. I'm tired of I get this one phone number and it's the same area code but different phone numbers. And then when you call it, it's an online phone number. So no one ever picks up, but I get these pretty bad text messages and it's like, do I have to change my phone number? I don't want to do that because I've given out my phone number to lots of people if they ever need help. So why should I change my phone number? I'm just going to keep blocking. And that's what I said to all other channels out there. And that's what I'm saying to everybody. Even if you have a phone number that you give out, because a lot of people do call-ins, if you get phone calls like that or messages like that, and especially if it's a threat, immediately go to the police. Don't contact the person back. Do not respond back, because that's what they want. A lot of people today, especially these liberal trolls, these snowflake haters, that's what they want is a response. I know I'm probably going to get a thumbs down or two, or people will say, well, delete this video. But I just wanted to get this message out there because I've been seeing it more and more lately, and lately it's been reducing, but I just want to keep moving forward. And I'm asking the people or anybody who disagrees with my channel or who hates me or has a problem with me, can you just do it civilly? And if you have a problem with me, all you have to do is email me. Act like a mature adult. I'm being a mature adult. Even if you are pro-choice and you disagree with my views, have a civil conversation with me. I would love to talk to you. For all you haters and bullies out there, I'm just going to block you and ignore you. For those ones who I've unblocked, it was for a reason, because I want them to know that I'm not going to allow them to intimidate me. And I don't want you YouTube channels out there to be intimidated either. Okay? You would be really surprised how many people who are actually paid on the left act like they're on the right side. We've seen it happen. What do you think? They act like they'll buy a Trump hat and a Trump shirt, go into the Trump rally, then throw it in the garbage, and then start screaming out ridiculous stuff, and then they get thrown out and thousands of people are laughing at that person. It's kind of like that person who goes to the rally, the only 2 people who show up at a rally. It's kind of like what happens when you're live streaming. You know, you get people who just stir the pot up a little bit. Just keep moving forward, every conservative out there. Please just keep moving. This is kind of a message also for stuff that's happened to me, so I'm reflecting and also putting out a positive message. I love everybody, and I just want to let you know, even the ones who go, I love you too, because God said to, and I'll keep praying for you. Good night, and God bless you. I'm going to be posting this on both my channels, because it's very important to get this message out there, because literally not even within seconds I got that thumbs down, and immediately I was like, I know this person, because this person literally just insulted my husband, making fun of saying something pertaining being a Cold War vet. I don't know. I guess like they say, Jesus loves you, for this I know, 'cause the Bible tells me so. Alright, guys. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to see if anybody else is live. I'm literally wide awake because I'm so pumped and excited for DC. And nervous, too. So please keep me in your prayers. Again, I leave early in the morning, so I will be sleeping on the train. But if you want to call me, text me, that's fine. But all I ask is Monday through Friday, if you can kindly just contact me at 8 in the morning only, or 6 o'clock at night. So 8 a.m., 6 p.m. Just in case I'm, sitting down by chance with leaders or something, or if I'm standing in the hallway next to a Democrat trying to explain to him why I believe he's wrong on supporting abortions. I don't want a phone call interrupting. So if I could appreciate that, again, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. or 6 p.m. I love each and every one of you, and this is a positive vibe message. This is a message to, even, like I said, to the bullies and to the haters and all of it, everybody. I love each and every one of you. Even the channels that I can't chat because I'm blocked. I love you. The hosts, I love you. And you know who you guys are. I love you. Because Jesus says to. Good night and God bless.